Today with Healthy Horse Moms, we're going to make homemade spaghetti sauce and squash. So we're going to start with an organic squash, spaghetti squash, and we are going to cut that in half and de-seed. You'll preheat your oven to 350, and then you'll just put the squash in there once you have that de-seeded and cut in half. As you can tell, it's a little difficult there with the stem. The squash is going to bake for about an hour. So then in our pot on low to medium heat, we're going to put 4 ounces of butter, preferably organic. And then while that's melting, we're going to process our organic onion. I like mine thinly sliced, so I use a food processor by Salad Master, but you can chop your onions if you like. So next we're going to take our 4 cloves of organic garlic and we're going to chop those up finely. And then we'll collect both the onion and the garlic and we'll put them in with our butter. So now we're going to process our tomatoes while the onion and garlic cook in the butter. So I got a bunch of heirloom tomatoes. You want probably about 5 large tomatoes. My favorite is the yellow and red ones, but as you can tell I have some, they're not quite ripe. That's all they had at the store. And what I'm doing is de-seeding and taking the peel off the tomatoes. This will make it very easily digestible. So you're going to de-seed and peel the tomato. That's going to take a little bit of time, especially with these heirlooms. There's seeds all over. And then once you're done de-seeding and taking the peel off, you can just throw it in the pot to start breaking down. I would suggest having a paper towel close by or a hand rag because your hands are going to get full of seeds and juicy, so you'll want to wipe them off like periodically. So then we have all of our tomatoes in the pot, and you're going to want the pot on medium heat, and that'll start cooking down there. So next we're going to peel some carrots. We're going to want 1 to 2 large carrots, and you'll want to finely shred those, whether you're using a grater or a food processor. I'm going to go ahead and use my Salad Master food processor. So now we have the carrots and the tomatoes added to the pot, and as you can see, the tomatoes are breaking down real great. So next we're going to add our bone broth. You can either make your own homemade bone broth. You can check out my video on how to make bone broth, or you can buy bone broth from the store. You're going to want organic bone broth, and you'll want to add a half a cup to a whole cup of bone broth. Bone broth is really healing to the gut, so it's a great thing to add to your sauce. So next we're going to add some organic strained tomatoes. I had 48 ounces. So now we're going to add some spices. You can chop parsley and get fresh spices, or you can take them from a spice jar. I like to add a handful of basil, parsley, and oregano. Now we're going to do a couple sprinkles of organic balsamic vinaigrette. And now we're going to add some sea salt, and you'll sea salt to flavor. So you can go ahead and try your sauce as you add the salt. So now our squash is done. It's been about an hour. And all you have to do is take a fork and you can scrape the squash, and that makes noodle like squash. And And here's our sauce all finished. And you can add chicken, beef, meatballs, and enjoy.